Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points a car.
Big numbers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard.
Check out! 674! Coming to you!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
Come on. Check. Hey, check. Hey, zoom. Motion.
From the 50, it's Love. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got nothing to run.
Muscles him off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
They'll run on first down. Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at that 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Locke. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Look out! Ready! Check right 15. It's coming this way, Here we go, Here we go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McCoy. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Easy. 45 to Mike. Easy. All day, defense, all day. Check 26, 18.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, D. Hold the look. Hold.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57. If you kill it, motion. Check, exit. Check, 45 to Mike. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 20.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Adam Gotsis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
53. Mike, 53.
Yeah. You don't want none.
A huge play there for Denver. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past them? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. That's mine, that's mine.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. What we got, what we got, what we got? Scene 6.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey, watch the slip. Sunday. Yellow. Check 37.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow. 45 to Mike, 45. 15. Watch the screen, smoke. Watch the screen. Here we go, finish the game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is locked. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Oh, he sheds himself free, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go. 90. Let's go, D. 11 D.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Finding room to the 20. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. They've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back to throw, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Thornhill. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
61. Matchbox, right. Check the backer. And rip list. Attack, attack. Orbit. Blue dark workers, blue dark workers. Find the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Attack.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
Check 45 the mic. I don't need to. I don't need to. Gotcha. Slam. Yellow. Tighten up.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yellow.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
15. Echo. Grace don't travel. Check Mike 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Mahomes now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that takes us from second to third down.
Yellow. I'm on 80. Check. Walk 54. Attack. It's outfield.
And again, it's Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They will run with Ware. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Watch the pass. 57. Shit. Check nickel. Attack. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
45 the mic, 45 the mic. Push him back. Bravo. 45.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come out in the pistol. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 45 the mic. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He makes hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Time to go, Mexico, Mexico.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Throwing now, Luck. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?